Hello, today we are going to be doing some strings recording for the new Housekeeping Society record, which is nearing completion, dare I say. My friend Lizzie is coming over very shortly, bringing her violin and her viola, and we're going to be recording a number of string parts to a number of the songs that we have put together. Last time we made a record, Lizzie played on it as well, and I was really pleased with the stuff that we came up with for the strings lines on it, and I think it really changed the nature of the record. And songs like The Inventor and We're Not the Same, it breathed a bit of life onto them, just at a point when we thought they were finished, and then it sort of added a little bit more. We're very much hoping that today the same thing is created. Frankly, I don't know that much about arranging for strings, but I know what I like. I kind of try and treat it like backing vocals, which is something I'm very used to arranging with all the Beach Boys stuff that I have done. But essentially, if there is a chord playing, like a D major 7, then she will record one line of playing D, one line of playing F sharp, one line of playing A, one line of playing C sharp, and that will create the chord. The only issue then is things like inversions and making sure that notes don't clash, but obviously as a piano player, playing around with inversions is not something that is particularly new to me. So she plays the violin, which is quite a high and melodic string instrument. She also plays the viola, which is a little bit lower. It's got a bit more depth. It's a bit sadder, I suppose, for want of a better word. It sounds a bit more like a cello, I guess, if you can imagine that. So we're going to record it today. Gary's coming over, and we'll chat with him in a little bit about how he's going to go about recording it. And then hopefully later on I'll be able to show you me trying to mix these tracks together and put them into one of the songs. See you in a bit. Okay, Gary, how excited are you about recording strings today?
This excited.
This excited. You've never done it before, is that right?
No, I've done upright bass, which was with you.
Yeah.
But no, I've never done violin or viola before.
And how are you going to approach it?
I'm going to throw a microphone in the room and hope for best.
It's that level of professionalism that is why we keep coming back to you.
Yeah, well, if you want technical,
go technical.
We're going to use an Audio Technica 4033 large diaphragm condenser microphone with no low cut and no pad. I'm going to position it over the violin from above at about 45-degree angles to the surface.
That is technical. And we're going to double track them as well, Gary. Why are we going to do that?
It sounds better.
It sounds better. Why? Go technical. Why does it sound better?
Because it's thicker and there's more texture to it, more power if you want. If you associate strings with power.
Yeah, why not?
I do.
Cool. Thank you, Gary. So Lizzie, you played strings on the last Housekeeping Society record, and now you're playing strings on this Housekeeping Society record. What are your feelings on what are your thoughts on the comparison between the two so far?
In terms of what I'm doing,
yeah,
the songs. Good. I like playing the kind of melody lines, but I also like doing the chord bits. I feel more confident doing it this time, which is good. And I'm really enjoying the songs. They're really good. I like them.
That's pleasing. Last time when you did this for us, were you surprised at how it ended up sounding on the finished record?
It sounded nicer on the finished record, which is always good. But yeah, no, not surprising necessarily, but it's nice to hear it kind of enhancing what's going on with the other instrument.
Okay, so the string recording went really well. I was really pleased. Everyone had a good time, and everything sounded really great. So I thought you might be interested to hear where we're up to now. Just a bit of info about why we double track things, and you can hopefully be able to hear, even though it's only coming out of these speakers and into that camera, but we'll see what we can do. So here is an example of one of the string lines. A bit of reverb there on, and then obviously we double track that. Sounds bigger, and that all sounds lovely. But when we put all of the other parts in, so that was like one of the lines double tracked. There are in fact 5 lines double tracked, so that's kind of 10 instruments altogether. And so altogether it sounds huge. Sounds really thick and luscious. Like that bit. And that is how it sounds. Now obviously the trick really is to make all of those things sound right in the mix, which is not something that I'm going to have to do, thankfully. That's a job for Gary. But if you have a listen to that little bit, you see how it fits in with the vocals. And you can hear him in the background. There's the staccato bits, and then they get their own melody here. So yeah, that's just an example of one of the tracks, but they're all sounding really great. So fingers crossed that Gary will be able to mix them in a way that sounds beautiful. See you later.